So today I am ranking the doors floors, and yes, I know I'm playing doors in the background, and I said I would only like play doors on holiday updates. I mean, playing in the background doesn't really count or matter. So yeah, so let's start off with the main floors. As the first one, hotel. So first of all, we're going to talk about all the entities, and at the end, we will talking about all the entities. We will rank the floor, starting off with the classic hotel. So, first off, let's talk about Rush. So, he's pretty easy to deal with. On screen, I will show you guys, but I'm gonna go into a hiding spot. So imagine Rush is coming. You need to hide in here, for those of you that don't know, and then when he's gone, you can get out. And that's pretty much it. So yeah. That's all you need to know about Rush, but in the mind where I'm playing in the background, you will see that you may notice or know Rush doesn't always come from the back. He can sometimes come from the front of the mines, which is okay. It's not like proposing a big threat or anything. And now let's talk about ambush. So it's basically Rush. However, he comes in to the front, and also he will come back multiple times. And you will need to hide till he doesn't come back, which is not fun. And also, many noobs that have never seen ambush before and don't know what he is will probably 99% die to him, unless if you're AFK in a safe spot. If you're not and you're AFK, then you're definitely done for. But if you just don't know what ambush is, then that sucks to be you. No offense. Now let's talk about hide. So hide will be in closets or beds or lockers or sewer pipes that you can hide in. If you stay too long, then you'll get kicked out. If I forget what I was gonna say. Oh no. Okay, so if you don't know, in the mines, hide resides in hide will reside in the hiding spot that you just hid in. So if ambush is coming, you probably shouldn't hide in the exact same locker or pipe. You should probably try to find another hiding spot. If there's not another hiding spot, then you're cooked. So yeah, that's pretty much it for hide. Now, how about we talk about Figure? So Figure is blind, and in door you will 100% encounter him in door 50 and 100. And he's very blind, and he's definitely blind, so that helps. If he touches you, you die. If he hears you, you will most likely die unless if you just want to troll figure. But that's kind of it. Like, also in the gameplay, I can't find the door, so yeah. Anyways, so now let's talk about who should we talk about? Let's talk about Seek. So Seek will spawn in later rooms like 30 and like for example, Seek will probably spawn in doors 30 through 70. He spawns in early doors and later doors. So, and many people have trouble with figure, or I mean Seek. I mean, I think most of the trouble that people have is direction, because you have to look both ways to find the correct way, or you have to crouch and like you don't like what you're playing doors on. It's hard to control. I used to play on mobile before I used to play on PS5. It was inferior in it every way. So yeah. I already forget, who are we talking about? Oh yeah, we were talking about Seek. And let's talk about Dread. There's nothing about Dread that we really need to talk about. It's just that he spawns if you are in a room for too long. And you can see him very faintly, and you can run away from him. He is about as slow as running backwards. So if you just run normally, then, I mean, you should be good. And, if you crucify him, you will get a badge called It's Not My Time. And if you survive him, you will get a badge called Dead of Night. Now who shall we talk about? Let's talk about Screech. So first of all, I want to smack him all the way to Mars. And second of all, when you look at him, he screams like a 2-year-old. That's all I have to say about Screech, just he sucks. And now let's talk about El Goblino. So El Goblino, you have a 100% to encounter him somewhere in the 50s. Definitely not 51 or 52 anymore, but you will find him 100% in your run. But you will only find him once. And I like him, or really whatever you want to say. Mostly because he either gives you a stupid dialogue or he shows some lore. It's just a good balance. Also, yes, I know that for a second my gameplay was laggy. Um. Now let's talk about Jeff. Named Jeff. Okay, whatever. So, Jeff, hides with El Gablino and Bob. Well, doesn't really hide, but like, is always with El Gablino. And sells you items for gold. So like, as you guys can see on my gameplay, I have 1,110 gold right now. And I could probably buy everything in his shop as of my gameplay right now. You know, you should be able to buy like Jeff's shop. So, is that it? No. Oh, let's talk about Guiding Light. So, Guiding Light, as you guys can probably see in my gameplay, he's currently protecting me from Figure coming in. He will also help you find stuff, maybe like the key if you can't find it. Why? Dude, my gameplay is so laggy. And who are we talking about? I don't know. But anyways, let's talk about Bob. Really nothing to say about him. He's with Jeff and El Gablino all the time. And nothing really happens with him. Kind of just there hanging out, you know? Oh yeah, Guiding Light. So, as you guys could see from the gameplay, he was protecting me from Figure coming in the room. She will also help you find other items like keys and fuses. And maybe the door. But yeah. I don't really know what else to talk about Guiding Light. Now let's talk about Curious Light. He's basically Guiding Light, just doesn't show you anything. He's lame. So yeah, Doors, you should probably change that. Is that it for the hotel? I think so. So I give Door, the hotel an A. Let's put it in C tier. It's not bad. Ooh, I'm excited to talk about this one. So this is the mines, and bro, I'm not even in your room. Can you shut up? Anyways, so I'm not gonna talk about any entities I've already talked about in the hotel. So here, there are really only a couple entities to talk about. That's only 3. First off, let's talk about Giggle, shall we? So Giggle is Screech's fallen brother, basically. He will be on the roof, and you can bother him with light and stun him for a certain amount of time so you can run under him. If you run under him while he's not disturbed, then he will jump on your face and he will deal 40 damage. At least I think it's 40 damage. But yeah, that's pretty much all about Giggle that we have to talk about. Um, we need to talk about Grumble. It's basically a grown-up giggle and laughs really annoying like this. And yeah, it's just pretty annoying and I don't really like it. Wait, hang on. This, in my gameplay, this is a room I've never seen before. So, yeah. What were we talking about? Right. Grumble. So it's basically just, a more annoying giggle that laughs like this. So funny. So yeah. He's very annoying. That's all we need to talk about him. Who else do we need to talk about? We need to talk about bloom bats. So they're kind of like flies, and they will pop lights and make everything dark. Which is annoying. But yeah, that's it for the mines. The mines is my favorite floor. So I'm gonna rank it S tier. Oh yeah, and at the end I will choose the best floor. Perfect. So now let's move on to subfloors and let's start with the rooms. We have 3 entities to talk about very quickly. A60, stupid. A90, stupid. A120, stupid. That's all I have to say. He is inferior in every way. Actually, they are inferior in every way. I don't like how the lights are breaking. Anyways, let's do the outdoors. We've got lots to talk about here. Let's start off with the dumbest entity known to man. Yes, Screech, you are no longer the most hated entity. Monument. So he's very silent and will follow you around till you die. Only way you can get rid of him is either A, talk to Grampy, B, get to iStock, or C, make it to Bramble. Now let's talk about the entity everyone loves. Groundskeeper. He's a human that is a kind of like a survivor, like the player, except he is the only survivor that will try to kill you. If you step on the grass, you're dead. But he also saves us from lots of other things, like Mandrake, iStock, and who else? Yeah, Mandrake, iStock, and Mandrake, iStock, and Bramble. What were we talking about again? I know doors. Yes, I know. But like, I forgot. I don't know. Oh, I forgot about an entity in the hotel. Let's talk about Halt. Okay, so he's the guy in my gameplay. He's much more annoying in the mines. Basically, he will tell you to turn around, and whenever you turn around, you should probably do that. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for the hotel. Now, the outdoors. Mandrake. Also, Giggle's fallen brother. So, yeah. He screams, and you have to put him back, where he belongs. Which is where the devil lives. Now, how about we talk about iStock? So iStock is... Oh, we forgot one in the mines. So Louis, which is the one in my gameplay right now. And if you trade with him, he'll give you stuff. Which I'm doing right now in the gameplay. He can be annoying sometimes, but he's my favorite entity. Like, look, he gave me a flashlight. How could you not like this dude? Does he like my lighter? No. Okay. I forget. Okay, yeah, so now let's talk about iStock. iStock is like Seek, just in the outdoors. Oh yeah, and I know you guys are like, Jackie forgot Timothy and Snare. I'm not including non-fatal entities. And I forget. Right, now we're talking about Bramble. So Bramble is basically like Figure. However, he switches to blind. Basically, he switches to blind from not blind. So you can move and walk around when his light is off. When his light is on, you have to stop all inputs from moving. But I guess you can move your camera. You just can't walk. Also, the Seek eye I find in my gameplay is cursed. So, yeah. Is that all? I think so. Yeah, so, okay. Let's move on to the back door. So we have two entities that we need to, actually 3 or 4. Oh, we forgot Surge, right. So, Surge, makes yellow lightning at his arrival, and you can either hide in a closet, or you can, hide in a cabin. I prefer hiding in a cabin if I can, because if a monument is chasing me, I can keep an eye on him too. But anyways, now let's talk about the back door. The first entity on our list is Blitz. He's like Rush, but he will come back, kind of like Ambush, but not as much time as Ambush. Just a few times, and then he'll go away. So, yeah. Now we have Lookman. He's basically eyes, but doesn't glow. And also, Lookman is only a one-time use. So once you look at him, he's gone. Oh gosh. Vacuum. Vacuum will appear in subfloors and will try to suck you in to kind of like a black void of darkness. And there's no air, so you will have trouble breathing and eventually die. Now let's talk about haste. So haste is basically like, what is happening in my gameplay? So basically, haste is like, haste is basically a, what is his name? He basically hides. No, he doesn't hide. No, he doesn't hide. Basically, he resides. No, he doesn't reside. Why? What am I saying? So basically, if you run out of time, he will find you, and the only way you can survive haste is to pull another lever to get more time. Yes, I know I'm playing Rivals now. I just hate how I always die, and also I also forgot to stop recording. So yeah, now. Who else do we have? We have... Actually, guys, I'm going to continue this another day. So maybe later. Anyways, yeah. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. I also rate... I just fell off my chair. I rate the back door F tier, and I rate the outdoors C tier. It ain't bad.